pea soup fog. No one could see where they were going, and they could barely find the rest of the meal. They got stuck in the fog. Uh-oh. The food was getting larger and larger. One Tuesday, there was a hurricane of bread rolls all day long and all that night. There were soft rolls and hard rolls. There were white bread, rye, whole wheat toast. No one ever seen such big slices of bread or such large rolls before. It was a terrible day. Everyone had to stay indoors. The mess took the sanitation workers 4 days to clean up, and the sea was full of floating rolls. To help out, people piled up as much bread as they could in their backyards. It stayed there and got very hard and very stale. Uh-oh. There was a storm of pancakes one morning and a downpour of maple syrup that nearly flooded the town. A huge pancake covered the school. No one could get it off, so they had to close the school. Look at that big pancake, Tyler.
And they are so lucky because they didn't have school.
They didn't have school,
anymore.
Yep. And lunch one day brought 15-inch drifts of cream cheese and jelly sandwiches. Everyone ate themselves sick, and the day ended with a stomach ache. There was an awful salt and pepper wind, followed by an even worse tomato tornado. People were sneezing themselves silly. The town was a mess. There were seeds and tomato pulp everywhere. Why would they be sneezing?
Pepper.
The pepper. The sanitation department gave up. The job was too big. Everyone feared for their lives. They couldn't go outside most of the time. Many houses had been hit by giant meatballs. Stores were boarded up, and there was no more school for the children. So they decided to leave the town of Chew and Swallow. They had to. People made rafts out of giant pieces of stale bread glued together with peanut butter. Set sail for a new land. See, made a boat just like they did. Oh, look, a shark's eating that peanut butter sandwich, isn't it?
Mom, say that.
Is there a shark? Oh, yeah, we like sharks.
Why do you like sharks so much?
I don't know. They're pretty cool.
Well, don't even touch one.
Yeah.
I have.
After sailing for a week, they finally reached a small, friendly town. They built houses for themselves out of their rafts. Look, they'd all made them out of stale bread. The children began school again, and the adults found jobs. The biggest change they had to make was getting used to buying their food at a supermarket. Nothing came down from the sky except rain and snow. The clouds above their heads were not made of fried eggs. No one ever got hit by a hamburger again, and no one dared go back to Chew and Swallow to find out what happened to it. They were too afraid. Henry and I woke up again. Henry and I were awake to the very end of Grandpa's story. I remember his goodnight kiss. The next morning we woke up to see snow falling out of our window. We ran downstairs for breakfast and ate it. A little faster than usual so we could go sledding with Grandpa. It's funny, but even as we were sledding down the hill, we thought we saw a giant pat of butter on the top, and we could almost smell mashed potatoes. See, it looks like big mashed potatoes with butter on it.
No.
Yeah, see, look just like that. The end. Okie dokie. Which one's next?
Smoky.
Whose book is this?
Mitzi's.
Mitzi, is this your book?
No, that was mine.
Okay. All right. Well, is this your book too, Nevaeh? Okay. So we just want to read one more. Or we want to read two more.
Two more. Two more.
Okay.
Tyler, you got to vote?
All right.
You want one more or two more?
One more, two more, Tyler.
Two more. This
Two
one.
more. That one next. Okay.
No, this one's next.
This one's next. We'll hold this one till last. Okay. Care Bears Trick or Treat. Tenderheart Bear and Bedtime Bear were in the cloud patch. I'm looking for the perfect pumpkin, Tenderheart Bear said. We're looking for costumes, Cheer Bear replied. Bedtime Bear yawned. I'm looking for a nap, he said. He's silly. Do you like my princess hat? Love-a-Lot Bear asked. It's lovely, sighed Grumpy Bear. I wish I had a hat. Wish Bear peeked out from behind a cloud. Did someone say wish? Wishes are what I do best. I don't have a costume for tonight, Grumpy Bear grumbled. Neither do I, Wish Bear answered. But if we look high and low and under every rainbow, we're sure to find something. Let's go, Cheer Bear called. Cheer Bear, Wish Bear, and Grumpy Bear sailed through all of Carolot looking for the right costumes. What a bad day, Grumpy Bear cried. We'll never find costumes. We can't give up, Cheer Bear replied. The perfect costumes might be right behind the next cloud. But behind the next cloud, they found Share Bear making a big patch of rainbow bars for the Halloween party. You could be pirates, he suggested. Too scary, said Grumpy Bear. Or babies, added Cheer Bear. Too silly, said Grumpy Bear. Time to carve pumpkins, Friend Bear called. Let's put a silly face on this one, Laugh-A-Lot giggled. Do you want to help? Funshine Bear asked. It will be lots of fun. I wish we could, Wish Bear replied, but we're off to find costumes. Friend Bear and Bedtime Bear rode by on their way to the party. Bedtime Bear, are you a ladybug? Wish Bear asked. Look at him. No, Bedtime Bear laughed. I'm a bedbug, of course. Ha ha. Bedtime Bear's a bedbug. Oh no, it's getting late and we still don't have a costume, Grumpy Bear sighed. I'm going to wish on a star that we'll find something quick, Wish Bear said. That's it, Cheer Bear cried. Let's be wishing stars together. Wishing stars? Asked Grumpy Bear. Of course, said Wish Bear. You never know. You never see one all by itself. They always bring a friend, just like us. Oh, look. It's almost time for the party, grumbled Grumpy Bear. We're never going to get these costumes done in time. We might as well give up right now. Don't be silly, said Cheer Bear. If we work together, we can do it. I guess, says Grumpy Bear, still a little doubtful. Oh, there they are. Cheer Bear, Wish Bear, and Grumpy Bear were ready just in time to celebrate Halloween with all their friends. You were right not to give up, said Grumpy Bear. These costumes are really shiny and special. I'm lucky to have friends like you. We're all lucky to have friends, said Friend Bear. Come on, let's have some fun. The party lasted until the moon was high. Late that night, Bedtime Bear tucked 3 new, very happy stars into the clouds. The end.